How you guys doing today, huh? What we're gonna be talking about today, guys, is as a beginner, should you start powerlifting, okay? You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, guys, but this is my own opinion. Here are my 2 cents, okay? I wouldn't start powerlifting if I barely started lifting. Why? Because I might get injured. The motor pattern isn't on point, and also I don't have enough muscle built on me, okay? My guys need to understand this, okay? You can do whatever you want, okay? But I feel like in my head, this is just me in my head, why the fuck am I going to start lifting heavy, or why am I going to try to start doing singles, doubles, and triples if I have not built muscle on my frame yet? And also, I suck at the movement. You know, the motor pattern isn't ingrained in my nervous system. Why the fuck am I going to start powerlifting? Guys, in my head, this is just me. This is just my opinion. So don't take this seriously. Take this with a grain of salt. In my head, it doesn't make sense why a beginner lifter should start powerlifting. It's okay to try out your max numbers later throughout the months when you finally have some progress. But if you're barely starting your lifting career and someone's already telling you, hey man, you should powerlift, I wouldn't listen to them. Why? Because you just don't have enough experience yet, okay? I feel like powerlifting is for those people who started bodybuilding and then transitioned to powerlifting. Why? Because maybe it didn't work out, maybe they didn't like doing so many reps, but they at least gained the experience and gained some muscle on their frame. And that's the most important thing. You want to build some muscle on your frame. Why? Because this is going to protect your skeletal muscle right underneath the muscle. And also, you're going to notice you're going to be able to lift more weight. Why? Because you can train that muscle to be strong, okay? So the more muscle you have on you, the more potential of being stronger it creates, okay? Now, this is not 100%, but mostly, if you have more muscle on you, you're going to be able to lift more. If you train that muscle to lift more, okay? And also it prevents injury. You know, if you have more muscle on you and you stretch and you're very athletic, you always keep up with your stretching, you're not going to get injured compared to someone who doesn't have any muscle. Why? Because of the muscle, it protects your skeletal frame right underneath the muscle, so that helps also, okay? But to me, it doesn't make sense if you're a beginner lifter. First of all, you suck at the movement, you have no muscle whatsoever on your frame, and also lack of experience. Why are you going to start powerlifting? You might injure yourself, okay? Now, you can do whatever you want. You can try it out. You can go ahead and lift heavy if you want. You want to start doing doubles, singles, and triples. But if you end up injured, you know the reason why. But everybody's different. I can't tell you 100%, hey, don't do it. I'm just saying based off experience. When I started lifting, I started doing a lot of reps. To be honest, I started just building my physique. Why? Because I was focused on that Z shit. Shredded as fuck, lean as fuck. That was just me. And then I transitioned to powerlifting, and I noticed it made it a hell of a lot easier when I had muscle on my frame and I already built a frame, a base. So when I transitioned from bodybuilding to powerlifting, it was easy. Why? Because I already trained in the movement. I already have the motor pattern down. And also I'm used to the stress, the gym stress, the lifting stress. But if you're a beginner, guys, you're mostly gonna feel fatigued as fuck if you start lifting heavy. Why? Because your nervous system hasn't adapted to lifting heavy on a continuous basis and doing a lot of reps, a lot of sets for singles, doubles, and triples. Obviously, you're gonna adapt to it over time. But I feel like you're not going to be getting optimal results because you're missing out the reps, the sets, and the bodybuilding part. Because guys, if you don't do a lot of reps and sets with lightweight, medium, and heavyweight, you're missing out on building muscle. And sure, powerlifting is not all about muscle, but it makes it a hell of a lot easier, guys, when you build muscle on your frame and you train that muscle to be strong. Because I've seen a lot of skinny dudes, a lot of pencil stick looking dudes picking up fucking 600 pounds for reps. And they're skinny. But they train their nervous system to lift that weight. Because in reality, guys, lifting the weight is not all about having muscle on you. It's all about the nervous system. It's all about training your nervous system to adapt to that weight and basically get faster, better, and stronger. Okay? So you really don't need muscle to lift a lot of weight. But it helps a lot to prevent injury, and it helps a lot just making the process more easier. And also you look good, Imagine you look good, shredded as fuck, and you're strong. two benefits in one. Killing what's the saying? Killing two birds with one stone. You get two benefits out of one thing. So that's why I really recommend. I'm a sneeze. Woo! Woo! All right. That's why I recommend my beginner lifters to not powerlift until later in the months, once you build up your frame, because it's gonna make the transition a hell of a lot easier. Why? Because you've been practicing, more experience, more muscle, and overall, yeah, just overall experience and more muscle. That's all you need. So that's why I want you guys to do a lot of reps, a lot of sets in the beginning, so you ingrained those movements in your nervous system. You get the motor pattern on point. And then once you transition to deadlifting, flat bench press, squatting, high bar, low bar, whatever, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier and you won't really struggle. Because when you're a beginner lifter, guys, I know you're ambitious, you want to lift a lot of weight, you start doing single, doubles, and triples, you're gonna lack in progress. Why? Because you're not utilizing that bodybuilding parameter and doing those reps and sets. Let's just be honest, that really helps a lot, guys. Because you're gonna start powerlifting a lot more faster, efficiently, if you start doing more reps and sets, and then you lower down the reps and sets as time passes. Because just imagine you start doing low reps and sets in the beginning, triple, doubles, whatever. You're not gonna be efficient in the movement. Why? Because lack of experience. So if you do a lot of reps and sets in the beginning, bodybuilding type shit, you're gonna get better over time, and you're gonna get there faster. Why? Because you're doing more of it and at a lighter weight. And then once you get really good at that, you start adding on more weight. Next you know, you're doing single, doubles, and triples in the fourth, fifth, sixth mark of the month. And that's the way you should approach your training. Me personally, I wouldn't recommend one of my clients, start powerlifting. Why? Because I know he doesn't have experience and I know he doesn't have the muscle on his frame. So why the fuck am I gonna risk my client getting injured just so he could fucking hit 315 for a double? It's stupid. I want him to be in the fitness game for a long time. I don't want him for just there for a year and then he gets injured. Nah, guys. Fitness is a long game. It's a marathon. It ain't no sprint. It's a marathon. And if you're trying to rush it, you're gonna get injured or you're not gonna get the results you truly want. That's why you gotta take a few steps back, my G, and slow down some. Because if you're moving way too fast, you're not gonna get the results you truly want, and you might even get injured, and you might even fuck yourself up. Let's just be honest. So should you, as a beginner, lift like a power lifter? Me personally, my opinion, my 2 cents, no. But hey, go ahead and try it. I'm only saying this just based off experience and my client's experience. At the end of the day, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I ain't your daddy, I ain't your mommy, I ain't God. I'm just another human being, So you can do whatever you want at the end of the day, but just take in consideration what I just said. Why? Because I know I'm not just saying this just because I'm saying it out of my ass. I'm saying this because of experience, guys. I've been through that phase of powerlifting and then bodybuilding, but I've been through those phases. So in my 7 years of lifting, in my 7 years of carrying a lot of fucking heavy shit, I wouldn't recommend my beginners to lift heavy. Why? Because I already know what it is. But you might be an outlier. You might be a guy with crazy genetics and you start powerlifting and you start gaining muscle like crazy. I don't know. I don't know you. That's why I'm just talking in general, But you can do whatever the fuck you want to do at the end of the day. It's your life. If you get injured, you get injured. You suffer the consequences. But you might be an outlier. You might be someone different. You might be someone special. So go ahead and do whatever you want. But just remember what I said. All right. Peace. And may the most high... Man, this coffee got me jittery like a motherfucker. Woo! All right. Peace. And the most... God damn. Peace. And may the Most High be with you. All right, man, I got to take a tolerance break off this fucking shit. All right, peace, guys.